at Thunder Bay, Ontario, 2010. It was May. The big bad booty daddy,
Scott Steiner himself.
That's right, Scott Steiner, taking on the silver-tongued sex symbol, Jeremy Prophet, a G&W superstar.
Well, Prophet's definitely got, some experience despite his young age. But I don't know, Scott Steiner, he's got a ton of experience, 10 times more than, anything that Jeremy has. But I don't know, he's got that high-flying ability, and I think just might be able to squeak one out on Scott Steiner.
So you think Jeremy Prophet's the...
Maybe just
listen, Tad?
by a hair.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to say Scott Steiner just because Scott Steiner's been around for so long. He's a wrestling national champion. He's got the size advantage. He's got the veteran status. He's been wrestling for many, many years. He's also a very rough wrestler, as you know. He does not take his opponents lightly.
But he's also got a short fuse, and everybody knows, and especially me, when you get in there with someone with a short fuse, all it takes is a little something to set them off. DQ right there. I'm not saying Jeremy's gonna pin Scott Steiner. I'm just saying he's coming away with the win.
Okay, well, let's see what happens. Let's go to Thunder Bay. Take it away, guys.
And it is the first volume of the Best of Great North Wrestling, and it is Hannibal here, along with the Working Man, and we're gonna call this fantastic match from 2010, a packed house in Thunder Bay, Ontario, 3,000 people. Looking at Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner taking on Jeremy Prophet. What do you think about this match?
Well, I don't know. I don't think Jeremy Prophet can actually take the big man down, but however, Jeremy has had surprised a lot of people, no doubt about it. We'll have to wait and see.
The crowd certainly is not on his side in this match. He looks like he's already getting pretty frustrated.
Looks like Prophet's a bit nervous to even get in that ring with that big man. I know I would be, no doubt. Now throwing popcorn at him now.
The crowd was wired that night. There was numerous fights in the stand. They were wild. They had a great night of entertainment.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, Prophet's even throwing stuff back at the crowd.
What a dog. Shouldn't be doing that to the fans that pay big money to see these people. Big Papa Pump's having a talk. I'll fix him for you, no doubt he's saying.
I haven't seen Scott Steiner actually chase an opponent out of the ring like that ever. He's obviously very frustrated. Jeremy Prophet had a lot of not so nice comments to say about Scott Steiner at the press conference a few days before this match.
Yeah, he has a lot of ignorance and arrogance, no doubt about it. I've got to sit with him and commentate. Nasty, nasty mouth on the man.
And this was the first big match of Jeremy Prophet's career. He's had a lot of big matches since then. He's wrestled for World Wrestling Entertainment on TV. He's wrestled many, many top stars. His whole victories over guys like Coco Beware, Lanny Poffo, even Greg Valentine. And now here he is locking up with a former world champion, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Nice big knee to the stomach there. Wow, Prophet takes a big chop. Big Papa Pump's working him now.
Prophet was too distracted by the fans going into this, and he's paying for it now. Big Papa Pump just laying the boots to him.
Well, that's what happens when you get too arrogant and you think you're all that, because you hold a couple of belts here and there.
And I think he may have just crushed Jeremy Prophet's chest there. Another big chop, and you see that hair flying back, and it looks like he's going for a ride now.
Great big old hip toss. That hurts, no doubt about it. It's a good height. Big Papa Pump definitely has control of this match right now.
Jeremy Prophet playing it smart, going back to the outside. Here's the replay. He must have been 8 feet in the air on that hip toss.
I felt the pain from here, no doubt.
That ring is just plywood and a thin layer of mat, and Jeremy Prophet is certainly feeling that. He's going outside where I don't know if he's too safe out there with the fans who are just rabid. I don't know who I would want to mess with. More the fans, the 3,000 plus in attendance, or Scott Steiner?
Look at this. Get back in the ring there. He's pulling up on his trunks. Big Papa Pump never even touched him. Look at this. Trying to work the crowd. Unbelievable.
Scott Steiner's trying to break the count, it seems, almost. He doesn't want to win by count out. He wants Jeremy Prophet back in the ring.
Just to punish him, and punish him more.
This is a good shot of the crowd. You can see the stands filled all the way to the back. This is the same arena that WWE has gone to many, many times, and our crowd on this particular night certainly rivaled the crowd that WWE used to get in these arenas. Great North Wrestling gets great crowds all across Canada. It truly was a unique company, and it definitely has the best talent in Canada by far.
Absolutely, if not probably Canada-wide, as North America. Oh, there's a cheap kick by the Prophet. What's he going to do now?
This is the Major League
Ooh,
Wrestling
nice.
Canada, and that was a clothesline right there. Took him all the way around, and he's not done with him. Throwing Jeremy Prophet into the ropes.
Boom,
Another big
one.
clothesline. 360 Jeremy Prophet does. And are we going to see one of Scott Steiner's patented elbows?
Boom, right across the throat. That had to hurt.
Jeremy Prophet actually fractured his jaw in this match, and I'm sure a lot of that had to do with all of these clotheslines and elbows that he has taken, not to mention the whiplash from all of the chops.
Look at the shape there, big Papa Pump. Look at the power. Look at the
Scott
power.
Steiner is well over 6 feet tall, pressing Jeremy Prophet high above his head and sending him crashing to the mat,
Oh, now he's going after him. He is very angry, no doubt about it.
taking him into this massive crowd that we had on hand.
That's right. But see how he thinks, Papa Pump? He thinks on every move directly, what he's going to do. He's never in a hurry to make a mistake, which Prophet's been making plenty, being arrogant and stupid as usual.
Prophet's face that he cares so much about is not going to look too pretty the morning after this match with all of the punishment he has taken. Face to the post, face to the ring apron. Now it looks like he's going to get a chair in the face.
And he has not much defense.
He
No defense.
managed to put his hands up there, but that chair came down hard. Now it looks like Steiner's going to go after the referee. Here we go. A big smash to Jeremy Prophet's head. With
Very lucky he got his hands up. Very lucky. He has no
He
defense.
didn't get his
here.
hand up this time, though, right across the back.
For a guy who brags how good he is, no doubt he is. I can't take it away from him, but he has no defense. There's nothing going on here for himself.
It looks like Scott Steiner's going to break his leg. What is he doing? The referee better get in here. This
Yeah.
was not an
Oh.
ODQ match.
That's definitely going to hurt something. You know, tear a ligament, a meniscus, who knows?
The referee should get that chair out of there. Both men have been a little
Yeah, aggressive.
close to the line of the rule book here. The referee is letting it go, but this is brutal now. This is going to cause some serious damage to Jeremy Prophet's knee.
What's the referee doing? There's not even a count here to get them back in the ring. I mean, at any extent, he should be back in the ring, but they're not.
Very smart on Scott Steiner's part. Jeremy Prophet is known as a great high flyer,
Yeah,
and he
he
has
is.
taken out Prophet's knee. He's not going to be doing too much off the top rope after all that punishment to his knee.
And this is what happens when you take on a veteran, like Big Papa Pump here. You know, Prophet's definitely taking a punishing. He's trying to figure out what to do as practically unconscious.
And this was a few years ago. Jeremy Prophet did learn from this experience, but he's taking a beating here.
Well-
Scott Steiner throwing him back into the ring right now.
Because right now, Big Papa Pump wants to show people the beating he can give them in the ring. People want their money's worth.
He's
This is what he's going to give them.
he's asking if they want to see the Frankensteiner. Are we going to see the Frankensteiner?
Oh, something's going to happen.
Another chop.
Did you hear that loud? How loud was that? Like a wham! I feel the rib cage breaking.
Here we go again. Almost sends Jeremy Prophet over the ropes. And
Down
some
the
hard
ropes, in the
punches to
corner.
the head.
He's defenseless. Look at him. I mean, it's embarrassing for Prophet.
The referee should actually be counting.
Counting, yeah.
Should be trying to back Scott Steiner off.
Oh, no, he's after the ref here.
relentless. Obviously, the comments that Prophet had made at that press conference really angered Scott Steiner, and now Steiner's chasing the ref. I think the referee may have even been a little bit intimidated of Scott Steiner's short
Absolutely.
fuse.
Look at the sizes. What's it? 275 pounds, 280. That big
Pure
man.
muscle.
Reverse spinning kick. I got Big Steiner off his feet, no doubt about it. But however, he shouldn't be chasing the referees. He keep on working Prophet because he is dangerous if he can get the upper hand on you. Here it is.
Oh, a big spin kick right to the bridge of the nose of Scott Steiner by Jeremy Prophet. He is known for these aerial maneuvers, and what's he doing? Going all the way to the top rope. Now he's showboating. Shades of Rick Rude here.
Double
Looked like
axe
he was
handle.
going for double axe handle, and he gets one of Scott Steiner's belly-to-belly
Yeah.
suplexes right into the corner.
And see how he hit those ropes? That had to definitely hurt the back.
Scott Steiner has been known throughout his entire career for his array of suplexes. He is a former collegiate All-American, a great amateur background, a very well-known street fighter, got in a big backstage fight with Diamond Dallas Page back in WCW, took about 10 agents to pry him off of Page. Now he's going with a big clothesline back
Bye-bye,
to the
Prophet.
outside.
Out he goes. Now look at this. Papa Pump's pretty proud of himself. He still has very good control of this match. Prophet has really put not much defense into it at all. He's got to get something going here or just pack it up and go home.
He's taken a lot of blows to the head here. He must be rattled. It wouldn't surprise me if he had a concussion at this point. He's holding his head, holding his face. Now here comes Scott Steiner. grabbing him by the hair again. And he bashes that head
right to the corner of the
right into the ring post. I am surprised. I have to admire Jeremy Prophet. He is arrogant. He is cocky. He says a lot of stuff that angers a lot of people, but he has not given up in this
He's
match.
hanging right in there, no doubt about it. We'll give that youngster a lot of credit.
This was a big match for him. He is not giving up, and he has shown a lot of tenacity and a lot of heart in this match.
Look at the people throwing popcorn in there now. They're angry. They want to see something go on here. Here it is. Now, what is he going to do right now, Hannibal? I do not know. Oh! Kick to the top of the head.
Kick to the head. I don't know how much more punishment his head can take. The referee should consider stopping the match at this point with all of the blows that have been given to Jeremy Prophet's head.
Prophet's just hanging on right now, just to the point, just to let people know he's tough, or hoping something unique is going to happen remarkably to take down this big man. What's he doing? Oh, I thought maybe he was crawling into the crowd there, but the kids are throwing stuff at him.
The referee is counting Jeremy Prophet out.
There's a lunch bag for him. Maybe there's a sandwich in there for Prophet.
We have some of the rowdiest fans in all of wrestling. Our fans actually have been known to attack our wrestlers sometimes. Obviously, it is always a big mistake when they do that, but our fans get into the action. They are rabid.
Ooh, that hurt. What did he do here? Did he chin him on the top rope, or what did he? I never saw that.
He pulled his head right across the top rope, right across the neck. Scott Steiner is in a lot of pain here. Now he's working on the arm.
Yeah.
He bashed the arm, looked around the elbow area of his left elbow, right across that steel turnbuckle post.
There's a good kick to the shoulder. That's definitely going to pull some ligaments out of the way.
Very smart. He will defend all of the press slams from Scott Steiner if he keeps working on that
That's
arm.
what he's going to do. One spot and
Kick right to the side of the head. You could hear that all the way in the back row.
Steiner seems to be walking across, holding his arm here.
Now Steiner's the one feeling the punishment. Steiner down. Is he going to be able to recover? Jeremy Prophet just stalking him now, and a kick right to the lower rib cage.
Yeah, I can hear him here. That hurt. No
He's
doubt about it.
following him like a cat on the outside.
He's got that arm again. What's he going to do now? Uh-oh.
Jeremy Prophet, very technical, working on that arm. This isn't actually a technical display, though. It is a very smart display, using the ring as a weapon. Jeremy Prophet is clever. He holds a university degree. He is a journalist. Very smart man. Was trained by Jacques Rougeau Jr., who had actually a long career in WWE and defeated the Steiner brothers along with his partner Pierre Carl
Look at that.
Ouellet.
He's trying to insult him with a bicep flex here.
So there's a lot of animosity going into this match. This is one of Steiner's greatest rivals' students.
Yeah.
And it looks like an Undertaker-esque walk across the rope. But a big leg drop right across the arm.
I should go for a pin right here.
He's going to break Scott Steiner's arm.
He should go for a pin here, Hannibal, because right now he's got him hurting. He could have. Well, he's waiting too long, I think.
Steiner withering in pain. 1, 2, and a kick out. A huge kick out.
What a bench press that was. It threw that guy off. 240 pounds to the air like nothing. Let's see what Steiner can do now. What's he going to do here? Here comes Prophet.
Prophet making him pay for that kick out.
Oh!
Working on that elbow area, working on that bicep area.
That's definitely got to hurt because, you know, folks, sometimes these things can hurt so drastically, it's incredible. The pain is phenomenal, and you think we're kidding you? Well, there's another knee right into the elbow.
Jeremy Prophet is looking at the crowd, showboating a bit. He really needs to focus on cranking on that arm.
Yeah.
Looks like he has some type of arm bar on Scott Steiner right now, just yanking on that arm.
Yeah, almost like a straight arm bar in the front here.
Scott Steiner trying to plead to the fans. The referee, this could be a count right there. Scott Steiner's arm was down. The referee paying too much attention to Steiner's face, but he should be looking at that shoulder.
Is he reaching for the rope there, Steiner?
He's trying to reach for the rope with all of his technical ability. You would think he'd be able to escape this with all of his amateur wrestling knowledge. But Jeremy Prophet has his armbar locked in tight. He wants to make Scott Steiner give up. He wants to make a name for himself in front of all these fans. And Scott Steiner's made it to the ropes.
Yeah, he did. He pulled himself under slowly. Now, Prophet's to be working on him right away here, Hannibal.
He's got to stay on him. Here we go with those kickboxing thrust kicks.
There's another one.
Of course, Jeremy Prophet from a very wealthy family. He has his own kickboxing gym in his house. Very well trained in kickboxing. Very well trained in the martial arts. And he should be using more of those kicks instead of trying to overpower Steiner.
Yeah, he should be working him more fiercely than that. He's playing games with a big man. He's got a lot of experience. And the youngster made a mistake, and the big guy will recover right away. Oh,
Taking some hard hits to the head here. Jeremy
Absolutely.
Prophet just being sent down to the canvas.
see what goes on here.
What are we going to see here? Oh, he goes back for the arm. He's cranking on the arm. Reversed whatever that was Scott Steiner was trying to do.
Straight
to
arm bar
Jeremy
to the floor. Yeah, that's a
back
nice
on
move.
the arm bar, but he's too close to the ropes. Try and pull Scott Steiner into the middle of the ring is what Jeremy Prophet should be trying to do at this point. Trying to drag him more into the center of the ring so he can apply more pressure on that hold and make Scott Steiner give up.
He's definitely hurting Steiner's elbow, and he keeps working that arm. See how he's got that locked in? He's got that deep. There's no doubt. And the pain and suffering, Steiner's feeling it.
That's
no doubt.
twice now that Scott Steiner has made his way to the ropes. You can tell he is the veteran, and these are cardinal mistakes that Jeremy
back to it
Prophet's
again.
making, but he's also teaching Scott Steiner that Jeremy Prophet also knows a lot of good moves, and here he is. He's
Bowing.
He's bowing.
Bowing.
He's
Go for that
showboating.
pin here, Prophet. What's wrong with you?
I would lock that armbar
Yes, sir.
back on, but he's going for some type of aerial maneuver.
Wants to show off, show people. Oh, yeah, he's going upstairs.
He is known for all of his high-flying maneuvers, Jeremy Prophet, a former diver.
And misses. Steiner must have read that momentarily and just get out of the way.
He must have broken 2 or 3 ribs on that. He was about 12, 15 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Coming back for that moonsault, and he is just screaming in pain here.